What's up, y'all? AJ here at Docs. We got another episode of the Kettlebell Crash Course, but before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. All right, I will wait. And 3, 2, 1, click, bang, good. First time I did that one, that was pretty good. But anyway, so today's episode, what we're gonna be going over are the kettlebell swings intentions. Okay, so now obviously the kettlebell swing in itself is a full body move when done correctly. But if we wanna turn up the volume on certain parts of our body, that's what we're gonna be going over, and that's what this episode is all about. So the intentions that I'm gonna be talking about specifically is, and just to break it down to make it very, simple, it's gonna be kettlebell swings for core and kettlebell swings for legs, okay? Kettlebell swings for core, kettlebell swings for legs. Now again, obviously kettlebell swings when done correctly to the max, it's gonna be a full body move, but this episode is strictly gonna be going over 2 different variations of the two-handed kettlebell swing. All right, so let's go. So first things first, kettlebell swing, basic outline of the swing in itself. We wanna make sure that we're sinking and sprinkling a little bit of squat into that swing, okay? Not straight up where you're completely horizontal with the ground, all right? So first things first, making sure our swings add and sprinkle a little bit of squat where you're not gonna be getting the most benefits that you can out of the swing. So, first things first, we're gonna be going over the kettlebell swing for legs, all right? And all it is a two-handed swing, and you're just allowing yourself to float the bell at the top, okay? And what that does is that it gives you the opportunity to flex adamantly your core. I don't know if adamantly is the right word there, but we're gonna run with it, all right? Because there's no edits on this one. We're gonna let that bell float to the top and give yourself the opportunity to flex your quads, your glutes, as hard as you possibly can, okay? What it looks like is, and you'll find that you'll be able to see the big difference between the kettlebell swing for legs and the kettlebell swings for core, all right? So you'll notice a little bit of a float at the top, but my main intention of this swing is to squeeze, flex the quads and the glutes for that split second, okay, at the top of the swing, all right? So here we go. Looks like a pretty basic swing. I know. Now, what that does though, again, just to reiterate and just to drive home that fact is, I'm allowing the bell to float at the top to give myself the opportunity to flex the quads and flex the abs, okay? Now, kettlebell swing for core. In other words, in the kettlebell community, what we call these are hardstyle swings. Now, with the opposite of from what we just did for the legs, at the top of the hardstyle swing or the kettlebell swing for core, which I'm calling it right now, just keep things simple, is when we get at the top of that swing, instead of letting it float, we want to brace our core, okay, at the top and allow no float and spike that bell back down, okay? So we're bracing our core at the top as if somebody's about to give you a freaking leg kick right to the abdomen. And we're tightening everything up right up top and spiking that bell back on down, all right? Kettlebell swing for core or hardstyle. All right. Okay, a couple things you notice there. Obviously, the first thing first is I'm spiking that bell down. The second thing you may have been able to hear is my breath is a lot more sharp, okay? With that quick exhale at the top, that gives you the opportunity to tighten everything up at the top. All right, now, I'm just gonna go first with the legs, kettlebell swings for legs. I'm already tired, look at this. Did 5 swings. First, I'm gonna go right in from the kettlebell swings for legs, which is that float, and then right into kettlebell swing for core, okay, or hardstyle, all right? I'll call it out, but you'll be able to see it in real time, all right? So, kettlebell swings for legs, and I'm just gonna go right in, and I'll go back to the legs, just so you really drive home being able to see the difference. All right. Kettlebell swings for legs, letting the bell float. For core, here we go. For legs, let it float, tighten at the top. For core. Woo, okay. So, anyway, little recap right there. Wow, get your heart rate up quite a bit. So, kettlebell swings for legs, the float swing, I guess you could call it as well, allowing that bell to float at the top, giving yourself the opportunity to really emphasize squeezing the glutes and the quads at the top of that swing. In your mind, you want to think of the top of the swing as letting it float for 10 seconds. Obviously, it's not going to be the case, but that's your visualization. That's what you're thinking when we're at the top. Quads, glutes, right there. The hardstyle swing, okay? Obviously, a little bit sharper, driving those feet through the ground. Same intensity as you would with the previous swing, but main intention, squeeze that core, squeeze that core, squeeze that core. All right, so, and finally, game changer of a tip, do your swings in front of a mirror if you can, okay? Because with the mirror, I got a mirror over here set up. With the mirror, you're able to feel and see, okay, the tension that you're building up in your legs and your core. And yeah, so those are my 2 tips, okay, or the tips and the differences between kettlebell swings for legs, the intentions, and kettlebell swings for a little bit more core activation, all right? And swing in front of a mirror, all right? Hope you guys like this, and I'll see you all in the next vid.